Hi everyone, in this video let us see how to create a certificate from Google Form. So let me give one scenario. I have conducted a workshop or a webinar for students. Now after the completion of webinar or workshop, I want to generate a certificate as a certification of participation. For that purpose, obviously you can use feedback form. So here the name of the form is, you can give it as actual feedback form, but as I am using for demonstration, I have given name as certificate generation form. Generally you can use feedback form, the name as feedback form. So under this form, what are the fields you need to take? I need full name of the student, roll number of the student, branch of the student, and college name. If you have all these details, you can generate a certificate. So in order to issue a certificate to a student, these are the minimum details you can put into the certificate. Obviously, as it is a feedback form, you can insert multiple questions, different questions to take the feedback. For demonstration purpose, I am using one question, that is rate the session 1 to 5. Okay, you all know about the Google form, inserting questions and everything. Just in this video we will see how to generate a certificate after getting responses from the students. That you can do with the help of add-on called, go to add-ons. The add-on name is Form Publisher. In fact, with Form Publisher you can do different things, variety of things, in which one of the application is you can generate a certificate. So the add-on is Form Publisher. Okay, so click on Form Publisher. Because I have already installed, it is showing installed. Otherwise it will show like this. When you click on that, then it will ask to install. After that your add-on will be installed. So because I have already installed, it is showing installed. Okay, done. So now where to find that installed add-on? If you look at the top, this customize theme icon, left side, you will get a add-ons icon. Okay, so before looking into this Form Publisher, let me open it. Form Publisher. Sometimes you will not get one option configure here. In that case, you just refresh the Google Form, and once again you go back to this option, click on Form Publisher. See, now you can see get started. If you're not getting get started at the first time, you just refresh your Google Form. So this is Form Publisher settings we need to do. Before this, let me use Google Slides. So generally, what is the options here available? Select a pre-formatted template, that is from Google document or Google spreadsheet or a Google slide. That means in order to generate a required PDF or a required certificate, you must have a template. Please just follow these steps in order to generate your certificate. But you can do a lot with the help of Form Publisher. The first step is just open your slides, which is linked to your Gmail account. Okay, slides.google.com. Then you create a new slide like this. The format I am using, like it is like a certificate template. You can insert logo with the help of insert image, and you can insert text, and you can insert these kind of shapes from option called here shape. Okay, so this is, you can use all these options to design your certificate. Okay, for demonstration I am using simple. So you can insert your name of the college and extra lines related to affiliation and accreditation, everything. And you can put your coordinator signature and the name, HOD, whatever it is. If you want to put four official signatures, you can. I am using a random, which are not authentic here. The signs are random, not true. Okay, for demonstration purpose I am using some random signatures which are not available in real time. Okay, so now just let me zoom in. So now please observe, I am using a tags or markers with two arrows, enclosed with two arrows. open two arrows and close two arrows. In between I used a field name, that is full name, and roll number, and branch, and college name. That means every time whenever a student fill our form, I want to replace whatever the full name over there in the Google form, that must appear here. Similar way, I want to replace roll name, roll number, branch, and college name. Every time a student is filling that form, that particular details must be copied over here, and it must be converted into PDF. Then it has to send back to the that student mail ID with some information, with some mail text. Okay, so here the important point you have to remember, that is, please look at the fields here. The field name is full name, exact field name I used here, full name. Similarly, roll number, the exact roll number field I am using here. So branch, college name, everything. So in your template, in your Google slide template where you are designing your certificate, you write down all static data as normal. Whichever is varying, whatever the data is varying data is nothing but, for every respondent the name is different, the roll number is different, the branch is different, the college name is different, but the remaining data is same. Everyone require these two signs, everyone require this text message like I has actively participated in the webinar, and the data also common to everyone. So static data you can write down as it is, but whichever varying, that data must be same as your fields of the Google form. That is the first situation, first important point you need to remember. After that, just remember the name. Remember the name of your template. The name of the template I am giving here, form publisher certificate template. So now let me go back to form publisher. So what we have done here, we have populated a Google form which is consisting of basic details of students, then certain feedback questions to take the feedback from the students. Later, of course, we have used some kind of settings to collect the email addresses, and we want to limit to one response because one student has to get only one certificate. So those settings you already know. So now I opened form publisher. This is the first page. This is the first page. Now you can choose, just follow these steps. You can choose this option, select template. Click on select template. Now it will ask you to select a template which is already created. So this is what we already created, form publisher certificate template. So let me type that. Here you have options, documents, spreadsheets, and presentations. Click on presentations. Under presentations, see form publisher certificate template, because we done recently, so it is showing the very first time on the first file. Select that. You select that form publisher, then click on select. So that means we are linking this Google form to that particular slide. Because you are linking this form with the template, these field name must match. These field names must match. Full name, whatever the full name spelling, and whatever F is capital and whatever N is capital, the same text you must write in your template. So you can see here, after loading your template, you can see operative markers are 4 matching markers. One is not found. The one is not found is nothing but the other question, feedback question, rate the session. That is for our feedback purpose. We used only 4 data, the first 4 data, 4 fields to generate the certificate. So that is the reason it is showing 4 matching markers. Obviously, in this we used only 4 markers. Sometimes we call it as markers and tags also. And one more is one marker is not found. Not at a problem, because we are not going to use this particular rate this session question, this question details we don't want to put into our certificate. This is for our purpose. Okay, so now click on next. So now it is asking destination folder. By default it will choose a folder with name form publisher outputs folder. So it will be saved. This folder will be created in your Google Drive. With which account you logged into your Google Forms, with this, in that same account in that particular Google Drive, the folder will be created, that is form publisher outputs folder, where you can find all the generated PDFs or all the generated slides. See, one more option is there, generated file title, generated files title. If you want to give title for your generated file which is going to be generated, you can again use these tags. I can use their full name, then increment. So let me give one example. If one student is entering data like full name as Purna, then automatically the file name will become Purna. Increment is nothing but the order. If that Purna is the first person to enter the data, increment will be 1. So he will be getting Purna 1. Generally, if you are using full name, you need not to use this increment option. If you want, you can use this. Increment is by default markers. You can use those. Those are called as standard markers. Under standard markers, you can include date, time, and template title. Okay, and present time also, and increment. Okay, you can explore these. Just as of now, you give full name. So now, response spreadsheet. So response spreadsheet is nothing but under responses. Whenever you're done with the settings, after sharing to the students, you will be getting all response over here. And in this particular spreadsheet, you will be getting different columns with the title like this: full name one column, roll number other column, and so on. The last column would be rate the session. If you want two more columns like keep file URL, that means whatever the file is going to generate it, that particular file URL, if you want, you can insert in the spreadsheet, where this responses spreadsheet, where you want to insert. So when you click on this spreadsheet, automatically you will get one more column which is not there actually in the Google form, that is file URL. And one more is keep increment. Increment will also appear 1, 2, 3 like that. If you don't want, you cannot, you need not to use. Okay, next, keep PDF copy in Drive. Actually, it will be generating this form publisher will be generating a slide which is this format, which is having this format. The full name is replaced with actual name, the entered name, rule number, the entered rule number, like that. Okay, if you want PDF, click on PDF. Please remember what document you want to store in Drive. That is what setting here. What document you need to send, that is not the case here. What document you need to store in your Drive, that is what this option. Whether do you want PDF in your Drive along with slides. If you want PDF, just click this. Otherwise, you need not to click this. So let me click this. Next, click on next. Click on next. So give few seconds now. So this is the last setting. Under this, what are the options are available? Sharing list. That means whatever whatever the file is going to generate, to whom you want to send. One, obviously form respondent, whoever filling that form, obviously he has to get the particular PDF. That is what certificate. Send PDF. Here you have other options, but let's keep it as send PDF. And also the owner also will get a PDF. Owner is our account, our Gmail account. And you can choose one more recipient if you want to share the same PDF which is going to be generated for every response. If you want to share those PDFs with other fellows like your colleagues or your HOD for safe side or for official purpose, you can include other mail IDs also. But as of now, I am not using that. Notify form respondent. That means after receiving every respondent, you will be getting some notification. Okay. Notify form respondent. Notify form respondent means we are notifying the form respondent who is filling. Okay. Generally, these kind of settings, when you are exploring this form publisher, you will come to know. Okay. So by default, it is having tick mark. Let it be in that tick mark only. You don't change. Next one is email settings. Personalize email notification. That means whenever a student is filling this form, after filling this form, obviously in the back end we are going to generate this kind of pattern, this kind of format. That's okay, and that is converted into PDF. That is converted into PDF. Okay, that is converted into PDF, and it is sending back to that concerned respondent. But okay, while sending, what exact message he is getting in his mail or in her mail, in respondent mail. That is what personalized email notification. Click on personalized email notification. You will be getting a email customization window. It will be almost like as you get in your Gmail. In the similar way, you will be getting an email body. What you want to convey over there, you can write down like this: thank you, or you can say dear. You can use tags here also. You can use tags. Wherever I am using tags, these tags will be replaced with the student data who is filling that. Okay, dear full name. So if Purna is filling that form, if he is given Purna as name, he will be getting as a dear Purna. If someone Naresh is filling, if he is giving name as Naresh, he will get dear Naresh. So dear Naresh or dear Purna, thank you for participating. Thank you for participating. Please find the attachment of the certificate of e-certificate. Like this, you can write down your customized body. And email subject also you can write down. Email subject generally you can write down congratulations. Congratulations. You can write down congratulations. And sender name, you can give sender name also. Let me give sender name as or webinar. Let it be webinar on something, webinar on Google Forms. I'm giving one example over here. That's it. Here, whatever the sender name, if you want to give your name, Purnachandar, or the owner name, you can write down. Your college name, you can write down. Whatever it is, whoever organizing, they can write down their name. Okay. Simply let me take this. I will write down my name. Okay. So this is my name. So next, notification send PDF. You don't. There are no other settings over here. We have given email subject, we have given a sender name, and we have selected, we have given our own customized email body. Okay, then click on save and close. Save and close. So now our email body is also personalized. Next, send separate emails. That means whenever this form publisher is sending a PDF to form respondent and as well as to the owner, whether you want to send those PDF, those mails separately or in one mail, that is what option. You can choose send separate or not. In this case, it is may not required. You can keep it as you can leave this setting also. Okay. And next, this more options approval workflow. In this situation, you need not to choose this. Just click on next. So we are done with all kind of settings. What we have done, please all of you remember what we have done. First thing is we are ready with a template. We are ready with a certificate template in which we used the same field names which are there in Google Form. The same field names we have used in our template, so that there is a matching. Otherwise, you will be getting a error. That is first thing. Then we opened Form Publisher. Under Form Publisher, we choose like select a slide. Then we selected our format template. Then we have given different kind of settings like email body settings and other settings. Then you're done with your form publisher settings. So your form is ready. Try submitting a response to see form publisher in action. Okay. So just minimize this. Now let me use preview button. Please observe. Now I am a student. As a student, I am entering this form. Of course, I am using same mail ID, but don't worry, don't confuse. This is one student. One student is entering data after the webinar, after the workshop or webinar. He has given his name. The student has given his name. Please don't confuse. In the settings, I have given the sender name as Purna Chandar because I am the owner. I have given. Now, same way I am acting like a student. Let me give other name. Sorry, Chandar Reddy. So he is one student. He is entering his roll number. Then he is given his branch also. and college name. So here I didn't use any response validation like accept only capital letters. So those are already, you can use those if you want. So or otherwise you can use NTU, anything, any name, college name you can use, right? Rate the session. So I have given my feedback with my basic details. So once I click submit, let me see what I am getting. Thank you for your response. Your certificate will send to you within a day. So please don't worry, this is not automatic generated. You can customize this text in presentation setting. Okay, the confirmation message you can customize that. I already customized, I already given this kind of text. That is the reason I am able to see. Thank you for your response. Your certificate will send to you within a day. Generally it will be generated and sent to their respective mail IDs within few minutes, but for safe side you write down like this: your certificate will send to you within a day, so that they will wait for a day. Okay, so now, okay, the student entered his data. After that, what he will do? He will do like he will be checking his mail ID, he will be checking his inbox whether he got a certificate or not. So let me refresh. So if you refresh your Gmail, so here we got a message like congratulations. So let me open that. See what is the subject we have given over there in the settings: congratulations. So from student end also the subject as congratulations. So the student got congratulations message so that he can understand that he got a certificate. The email body we have given as dear. We have used a tag for full name, so he got his name in that particular tag. If other person is filling that form, he will be getting his own name. Okay, but dear is static. This thank you for participating and please find the attachment of e-certificate. This is also static data. Only this name will be changing for every respondent. Okay, so the attachment is a PDF. Let me open it. See, now we got a certificate, a logo. Generally you can use your whatever the logo, everything is there. So now the tags or the markers are replaced with his data: his name and his roll number and his branch and his college name. Has actively participated in the webinar, so you already included your signatures of your official persons. So this is what is certificate. So in this way you can generate a certificate with the help of this kind of templates. How to insert these kind of signatures and how to insert these kind of logos, all are you can do with the help of this image. Insert image, upload from computer. Okay, you be ready with your logos and signatures. Just you insert those in this slides wherever you want as per your format. More setting we have given, uh, that is to store the generated files in Google Drive. We choose the automatic folder name, which is actually automatic generated folder name, that is Palm Publisher Outputs folder. This one I tried in the morning, so it is showing again. So you can see here the time 6:33 p.m., which is recently generated this folder. So whatever the files we are generating, those files will be saved here. And we choose PDF option also. Along with slides, we want to generate PDF also. That kind of settings we have given, if you remember. So because only one student, as of now, one student Sai Chandar is filled the form, we received two files. If one more student is filling that form, after clicking that submission button, automatically you will be getting two more files here. At the same time, that particular student will be getting a mail with this attachment, PDF attachment. Thank you.